This week's Bushel Up, I'm coming to you from our RFR field just outside Aurora here. This particular part of the field I planted a little bit earlier, putting some trials in for them. And I want to talk a little bit about emergence and stand evaluation. Alluded to it a little bit last week in the rain, that it's a good time once your corn's up to get out there and start evaluating it. Now the first thing that everybody usually looks at is what's my overall stand, my stand count. If I'm dropping 33,000, in my book, I want to see at least 31, if not 32. I don't like to see any plants missing. I know there's a germ rating on seed, but if I start seeing up to 2,000 plants missing, I'm really asking questions. I'm going to go dig where that skip is. I have, in this case, 33 dropped. I have 32 up. I know where my skip is because I've measured it out. I'm going to dig that seed up and find out, was it an insect problem, a residue problem? Did the seed start coming and germinate and then corkscrew down because of temperature inversions? Or the other issue is just poor quality seed or a germination issue. You'll see that seed still sitting there. If you see any rotting seed or anything like that, then we look at our seed treatment package. We're very big on putting a good seed treatment package on because we never know what Mother Nature might throw us. The hustle, making sure we do a good in-furrow program is fundamental to what we do out here. Then the second thing I look at is sometimes it's overlooked, but spacing. You know, we have a lot of tools. That Precision Planting Monitor, that John Deere monitor might give you a spacing percent, but I realize that's not always what happens. So, you know, I'm definitely looking for any double drops. If you have a double drop or two seeds that are an inch or so together, you know, skewed one way or another, that's a little more competition between those two plants. We have that potential for reduced yield. So as I go down here, I know that on a 30-inch row, it's 17 feet 5 inches or 209 inches. I'm doing 33,000 plants. I just divide my 209 by 33, and I can grab my tape and actually know that I should have a plant about every 6 1/3 inches. So as I go along here, I'm just right at 6, just a little past 12, a little short 18. You can see I got pretty good spacing. I'm within an inch of where I should be. If you start getting that 2 to 3 inches off, you're planting too fast, okay? We got to slow down. I know that monitor will tell you you're planting great, but that seed can roll or get drug in that trench a little bit if we go too fast. And then finally, we look at overall, what's our uniformity of emergence? Maybe you didn't have time to do a flag test. I know some of you, we've talked about this a lot, but you can come out here and do a little post-mortem too. I've got 3 plants here that look like they're all about the same size, and I got a straggler. I look over here at the row behind me, and I've got one that's just coming out of the ground. I could put a different color flag. And simply using 5 flags, a couple different colors, I can come back to this later in the year and evaluate these ears prior to harvest. I just got to remember where these flags are. That's the hard part, especially when you get old like me. So put a flag out in the ditch or something. Don't mow over it, but remember where these are. And then you can come back and evaluate it uniformity. I am seeing some ragged stands in places. I'm seeing some great ones. In Central City, we had 33 and 32 out of 33 up within that day window. By morning to night, we had all but one of our plants up. That's a field we pre-watered. We took good care of. Some of these fields like this, I had to put this trial in. We had to wait to run the pivot because of some other trial work we were doing. And so I attribute that a lot to some of our unevenness. Those of you guys that pre-watered, I hope you see the benefits of that. I know some of you that waited a little bit till that 1st of May window are very pleased with your emergence. I'm very happy with ours at Owner's Acres compared to some of that early stuff that we put in into some cooler soil. So good time to do that. There's 3 things that I really look at. Number 1, yeah, obviously your stand, your final stand count, but look at that spacing and look at that uniformity. Those are the other details that we need to dig into to understand what's going on.